Hello guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be setting up a tubs and tube set for this wild Argentine ant colony that I caught with 19 queens. These guys are absolute pests and I hate them, but you can't pass up on a 19 queen colony, so I caught them and I'm going to take them from this container and put them into a tubs and tube setup. These guys are very difficult to contain, and I have caught and had them escape 3 times now. So their setup is actually going to be over a tank to prevent them from escaping further. There's around 100 workers and a lot of brood, and they are relatively small ants compared to my Camponotus, and they all seem to be very healthy. While I was on vacation around 2 months ago, I actually had a wild colony of these guys, probably the same colony, kill around 3 of my 5 ant colonies, which was really sucky. You can see here's the container, the tubs and tubes. So I haven't put anything in yet besides just the tub because there's a bunch of junk in this container and I'm actually going to have to set the whole entire container in there just to get them to all come out. They should move all of their brood out of the container so I can add some test tubes and the water and honey. As you can see, they were going pretty crazy. They were all over the place. Although the queens had already been situated and moved underneath one of the leaves. Now around an hour later, for some reason, they piled all of their brood in the back of the container, and you can actually see a queen right there, which is really dumb and definitely shouldn't have happened, although it did eventually get resolved. So now that it's finally empty, besides a few ants being on it, I can remove it. I also add the honey and water tower. Here you can really see the amount of queens and larvae which I got from the nest. Very basic test tube with just a cork on the end of it with a hole in it. And as you can see, I covered it up so it would be nice and dark and make them happy. Also, I caught 6 more queens and these 6, so now we're up to 31 queens. And because all Argentine ants in America are so genetically similar, they will just rejoin this colony, which is really weird. And this is what they look like the next day. You can truly see just how many eggs and queens they have. As far as I counted, there's 19 queens, and you can actually see a fresh pile of eggs they laid just overnight. A lot of pupa, and of course a lot of other larvae and eggs and all kinds of stuff. Now, I do hate these guys, although I do quite love the way that they have, so many queens. I do eventually plan to make a proper nest and outworld for these guys, although for the time being, I'm probably just going to give them an extra test tube, and they should do just fine, hopefully. And as far as I can see, there is no issues with the colony, no mites, nothing. So, perfect, healthy 19 queen Argentine ant colony. Awesome, my upload schedule from the rest of the videos on this channel is going to be updated to around 2 to 3 days per upload, and maybe slowed down further. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, go check out my TikTok and Instagram for high quality footage and photos.